Thank you, and welcome to another edition of Fishmonger Stories. My name is George, but I go by the name Fishmonger Stories. Today, I have two itty-bitty African riddles to see if you are smarter than an average African child, and then I have a story to share with you. Two riddles and a story to share with you. Are you ready? But first things first, don't forget to subscribe to Fishmonger Stories, like, leave a comment, and most importantly, share the stories with others. Go to our playlist. We have Fishmonger Stories for children, Fishmonger Stories for teenagers, Fishmonger Stories for adults, general audience, proverbs, riddles, and sayings that you can share with anybody, whether they are in the hospital or a library, whether they are traveling. Please subscribe, like, share the stories. Are you ready for some riddles? Are you ready for some riddles to see if you are smarter than an average African child? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Riddle number one. What has an eye but cannot see? What has an eye but cannot see? What has an eye? One eye but cannot see. What has one eye but cannot see? Two easy riddles. What has one eye but cannot see? Yes, you tell me it has one eye but it cannot see. If you said, what? The needle. The needle has one eye, but the needle cannot see. Are you ready for riddle number two? Riddle number two. Riddle number two. Riddle number two. A boy throws a ball hard, and the ball comes right back to him without the ball touching anything or anybody throwing the ball back. How is that possible? Think like an African child. Think like a Kenyan child. Think like a Banyankole. Think like a Hutu child. A boy throws the ball hard and the ball comes right back to him without anybody or anything touching the ball. How is that possible? Think like an African. A boy throws the ball hard and the ball comes right back to him without anybody touching the ball or the ball being hit by anything. How is that possible? And the ball comes right back to without the ball hitting or touching anything. How is that possible? I'll give you an answer. The boy threw the ball up in the air. You get it? He threw the ball way up in the air and the ball came right back without anybody throwing the ball back at him. Do you get it? Ready for a story? Can I tell you a story? If I say hadithi hadithi, you say hadithi njo. Hadithi hadithi, hadithi njo. Paukwa, pakawa, sahani ya mchele, giza ya mwizi, kiboko ya mtoto mkorofi. Opi yuyaide, opi yuyaide. Hopi uyaide lukama. Hopi uyaide, hopi uyaide. Hopi uyaide lukama. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready for a story? Can I tell you a story? Say, get on with it, Mr. Storyteller. Stop wasting our time. Can I tell you a story? Can I tell you a story? Are you ready for a story? Can I tell you a story? Are you ready for a story? Can I tell you a story? Are you ready for a story? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Nyikwana Mogi. Oh, once upon a time, the people, they lived in perfect harmony with the gods and the mother nature. The people, they took good care of the mother nature. And the mother nature, in return, showered the people with good and perfect gift, such as clean air, clean soil, and endless streams of fresh water. During those times, the people, they named their sons and daughters after, the sun, the moon, the stars, the seasons, and whatever occasion that was going on at that time. If you were born, for example, early in the morning, before the sun came out, they called you Onyango for a boy and Anyango for a girl. If you were born before the break of dawn, they called you Omondi for a boy and Amondi for a girl. If you were born right at noon when the sun was in its full splendor, they called you Ochieng for a boy and Achieng for a girl. If you were born in the evening, they called you Odiambo for a boy or Adiambo for a girl. When you were born at night when the sun was asleep and the moon was in its full splendor, they called you Otieno for a boy and Atieno for a girl. Are you ready for a story? Can I tell you a story? If you were born during the rainy season, they called you Okoth for a boy and Akoth for a girl. If you were born when the people were digging and planting, they called you Okomo for a boy and Akomo for a girl. When you were born, when the people were weeding. Yes. There was a name they gave to you. If you were born when the people were harvesting, they called you Okeo or Akeo for girl. If you came out of your mother's womb twisted like that, twisted like that, they called you Obama. So these names were given because of the way the people were in connection with the mother nature. Can I tell you a story? Are you ready for a story? This went on and on, this symbiotic relationship. But the generation that followed did not take care of the mother nature. And the generation that followed after that did not take care of the mother nature. And the generation that followed after that did not take care of the mother nature. Can I tell you a story? Are you ready for a story? During that time, the people, they went and they dug and they planted, but the rains did not come out. They dug, they planted, but the rains did not come out. They dug, they planted, but the rains did not come out. And the people waited for a week. 1 week, the rains did not come out. A month, 2 months, the rains did not come out. And they started to panic. They said, what are we doing wrong? There are no rains. If this continues like this, we shall have nothing to harvest. We shall have nothing to show for it. This cannot keep going on like this. Something must be wrong with the way we pray. Something must be wrong with the way we offer sacrifices. Something, and the word went around. And the people, they gathered in the marketplace and they said, it's got to be because of the Rainmaker. And so they gathered in the marketplace and called the Rainmaker and said, Mr. Rainmaker, we think your prayers are not working. Your prayers are falling in deaf ears. The way you are seeking the face of God is not right. Something is wrong with your prayers. You see, back in the day, ladies and gentlemen, there was a person called the Rainmaker. The Rainmaker belonged to the clan of the Rainmakers. The Rainmakers, their duty was to connect people by praying for the rain. They sought the face of God and brought word that God said to the people. That was what the duty of the rain-making clan. They prayed, offered sacrifices, consulted with God, and brought the word of God from heaven to the people. And that was what they determined when it rained. When they prayed, when they offered sacrifices, it rained. And so the people believed in the rainmakers and the sacrifices and the offering that they did. And so the people, they confronted the rainmakers and said, your prayers are falling in deaf ears. Your prayers are not working. Something is not right. If you can't fix this, then you don't deserve to be a rainmaker. We don't deserve to have you as our rainmaker. Can I tell you a story? And the rainmaker, he thought long and hard. He scratched his head and said, please, just give me one more day. Give me one more day. Let me seek the face of God one last time. And I will come back tomorrow and let you know what God says. And the people said, yes, we will give you one more day. One more day. And the rainmaker, the following day, he ascended up to the top of the mountain, up the top of Gotalila. And up there, he prayed and he offered sacrifices. The following day, he came down to tell the people what the Lord has said. He told them, the Lord wants to know, how much rain do you want? And when do you want it? How much rain do you want? And when do you want it? How much rain do you want? And when do you want the rain? How much rain do you want? And when do you want the rain? Can I tell you a story? Can I tell you a story? And somebody stood up and said, I just need a little bit of rain for my potatoes. And somebody said, no, I need a lot of rain for my rice. My rice need a lot of rain. And somebody said, well, I don't need too much. I don't need too little. I need just enough for my sorghum, for my millet, for my cassavas. And the people could not agree on how much rain they wanted. And the rainmaker should have said, wait a minute. Tell me, when do you want the rain? When do you want the rain? If you can't agree on how much, at least tell me, when do you want the rain? Somebody stood up and said, no, okay, let's have the rain on Monday. An old man said, no, please, don't let it rain on Monday. No. That's my daughter's marriage. My daughter is getting married on Monday. Please, I beg you, don't let it rain on Monday. How about on Tuesday? Let it rain on Tuesday. And people said, yes, Tuesday. And someone said, no, not on Tuesday. Not on Tuesday, please. I'm launching my new boat. You all know how I've worked so hard on my new boat. Please, I beg you, don't let it rain on Tuesday. I'm launching my new boat. Come on, let it rain on Wednesday, suggested. Another person said, no, not Wednesday, please. Not Wednesday. I have my in-laws. They're bringing the bride price for my daughter. Please, I don't want my in-laws to get wet on Wednesday. Please, I beg you, don't let it rain on Wednesday. Any other day, but not Wednesday. My daughter, they're bringing a bride price. They're bringing dowry. Please, not on Wednesday. How about Thursday? Everybody say, Thursday is fine. Until an old man said, please, no Thursday. No Thursday. My one and only great grandson is getting dedicated on Thursday. He's Mwana Wamberi. He's the firstborn. Mwana wa mberi bayaye, mwana wa mberi bayaye, mwana wa mberi mushikorero, mwana wa mberi bayaye, mwana wa mberi bayaye, mwana wa mberi mushikorero, mwana wa mberi bayaye, mwana wa mberi bayaye ko, mwana wa mberi mushikorero, mwana wa mberi bayaye, mwana wa mberi bayaye ko, mwana wa mberi mushikorero, mwana wa mberi bayaye, mwana wa mberi bayaye ko, mwana wa mberi mushikorero. Mwana wa mberi, mwana wa mberi bayaye, mwana wa mberi, mwana wa mberi mushikorero. Please, it's the firstborn, is mwana wa mberi. Please, my great grandson is getting dedicated. Mwana wa mberi, please. I beg God, don't let it rain on Thursday. Ladies and gentlemen, can I tell you a story? Everybody knew that Friday was a market day. So they agreed no rain on Friday. And everybody also knew that Saturday was the only day that the whole community rested. So they agreed no rain on Saturday. What about Sunday? Well, Sunday was the only day that they worshipped. And so they said, we don't want it to rain on Sunday because that's the day of worship. Can I tell you a story? Are you ready for a story? These people did not agree on when it could rain. Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday. Some would say yes. Some said no. Yes, no, yes, yes, no, no, yes, 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 no, no, no. Before you know it, they started to shout and raise their voices at one another. They started to yell. Fists were balled up in the air and fingers were being wagged on others' faces. Before you know it, there was a little pushing and shoving and say, hey, stop stepping on us. Who are you? Please sit down. Please sit down. Ono nanu otutaza utazano. Ono nanu otutaza utazano. Reka mangana nyiza kukuba. Sit down. Stop stepping on us here. There was pushing, there was shoving. Before you know it, there was free-for-all fist fight because the people could not agree on when or how much the rain could come. And they fought and they beat each other, fists, fingers. The people could not agree on when or how much rain they needed. But you say, fishmonger stories, what happened to the rain? Well, the people could not agree. The people could not agree on how much rain or when they wanted to rain. But ladies and gentlemen, the rain came when it came. Which is the great dilemma that we face today. A lot of times we don't agree on whether we should wash our hands or whether we should wear masks or whether we should social distance or whether we should take a vaccine. We don't agree on a lot of things that we need. We need the rain, but we don't agree on when we want the rain or how much rain we want. But nevertheless, it will still rain. Thank you for watching Fishmonger Stories. Until then, I will see you again Saturday, every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Asante sana. Obrigado. Gracias. Shukriya. Arigato. Danke schön. Oh, Mexi. Katonda akusekere.